And now, Case Closed. No Prisoners by Louis L'Amour.
Chick Beaudry, Texas Ranger. Chick Beaudry, Texas Ranger. Chick Beaudry. Pleased to meet you. The name's Chick, ma'am. Chick Beaudry. Chick Beaudry, Texas Ranger.
Beaudry cast his eyes around the room. Beaudry covered the short distance to the bank at an easy pace. Beaudry returned from his visit to the bank. Beaudry seemed not to notice. Beaudry thanked him and went into the hotel. Beaudry measured him for a cool half-minute. Beaudry was irritated. Beaudry lingered over his meat. Beaudry had literally nothing to go on. Beaudry's dark features revealed nothing. Beaudry could not exactly place the two men Ellen described. Man and reptile watched each other with deadly intensity. Beaudry got a broom. Chick sat up and reached for his trousers with his left hand. Beaudry smiled pleasantly.
What's the matter, Hardy?
Beaudry gripped the front of his stiff collar and twisted hard. Beaudry slowly relaxed his grip. Beaudry relaxed his grip a bit more. Beaudry's grip on Young's throat had relaxed. Beaudry jerked him away from the wall and kicked him behind the knees. Beaudry could almost see the man's mind working. Beaudry knew that he was taking a chance in letting the man go. Beaudry saddled the roan and rode out of town. Beaudry sat in his saddle. Beaudry sent him up out of the arroyo and on a dead run for the knoll itself. Beaudry's gun was in his hand. Beaudry rode out of the arroyo behind John Bishop's barn. Beaudry did not wait. Beaudry was watching Bishop for a reaction. Beaudry felt a tide of recklessness rising within him. Beaudry wondered if Young would show up for their appointment. Beaudry filled Rip in on what had been happening. Beaudry walked into the restaurant at the hotel. Beaudry crossed the lobby, and Beaudry could be stuck here for a long time. Beaudry stepped forward toward the bed. Beaudry pried the paper free. Beaudry's mind raced. Beaudry was polishing off half a cold chicken. Beaudry was taken by surprise. Beaudry thought he detected confusion. Beaudry wasn't sure what that meant. Beaudry thought it was time to have another talk. Beaudry wondered if he would be smart enough to just sit tight. Beaudry came down the street. Beaudry turned the knob. Beaudry saw a pair of boots. Beaudry stooped and touched the dead man's hand. Beaudry crossed to the chair and sat down. Beaudry recalled the old man's kindly features. Beaudry got up. Beaudry knew the man by reputation. Beaudry moved up alongside the window to Beaudry got down the sheriff's old sharp. Beaudry loosened his neckerchief. Beaudry remained seated at the desk. Beaudry now knew who the bandits were. Beaudry had hoped to kill no one. Beaudry smiled. Beaudry knew that they could not depend on Rip. Beaudry slid the wanted poster towards her. Beaudry took stock of their position. Beaudry walked back to the cell. Well, Beaudry hadn't expected much help from the town.
You know, I always did like a girl with freckles on her nose.
Beaudry had a sudden inspiration. Beaudry crawled into position. If Beaudry hadn't hit the gunman, at least he had scared him. Beaudry's shots were answered by a volley that broke more glass.
Say, what's that? Why, Mr. Beaudry, you've been shot.
It's hardly a scratch.
Beaudry took a swallow of coffee. Beaudry, with only the wide posterior for target. Beaudry hit the floor as a hail of bullets riddled the windows. Beaudry fired. Beaudry mopped his face. Beaudry saw the man's eyes blaze. Beaudry squeezed. Beaudry had left it. Beaudry held the shotgun in front of him. And then Beaudry opened fire. Beaudry opened the back door. Beaudry pushed the saloon door open with his left hand. Beaudry fired the shotgun. Beaudry stepped into the street. Automatically, Beaudry extracted the shells from the shotgun and reloaded. Chick turned towards the hotel, suddenly tired.